Hey, Ursula here. I thought we'd start the day off with taking a look at the pollinators that we've got here in the oregano. This is my oregano patch. Didn't start out here, but it's here now. It grows alongside the driveway. A lot of bees. There's a lot of native pollinators. Everybody likes the oregano. Everybody. This is something you could watch all day. I'm going to zoom out though and show you the rest of the garden. Above the oregano is the calendula, which is the first batch of calendula is starting to go to seed. They'll be going, calendula tends to go through October here. So this will go to seed and we'll get another crop in behind this. The coral amaranth, I'm just not all that impressed with. It just really doesn't, it's not a very, not as pretty as I thought it would be, and certainly not as bright. Obviously the deer ate this one 2 or 3 times over, so it ended up short. It's supposed to be 4 to 6 feet tall, and I think it finally achieved a stunning height of 2 feet. But that's just in this location. I've got it in other locations where it's gone better, and others where it's even shorter. This is the burgundy amaranth, and that one is also very, very short, but at least it's brighter in the garden. Behind that is the bee balm, or monarda. It's really nice. Hummingbirds tend to like that, as well as many other pollinators. So that one, apparently last year we had wind coming from the east, and along the driveway here we ended up with 1 volunteer. That's kind of nice. These are poppies. They're just about done, although they do close up at night, and we're pushing evening at this point. Hiding in amongst them are bull's blood beets. And I'm very pleased I planted these. They make a great color contrast to the oranges that I have in my garden. It's sort of a burgundy purple. The asparagus needs a haircut. That thing is trying to take over the universe. On the corner we have Nasturtiums. Santolina's done. I need to deadhead that. Likewise, I gotta deadhead some zinnias so that I get more production out of this plant. But it's looking good. Got a couple of the burgundy bachelor buttons. And I didn't plant the borage. The borage is free range in my garden. Back behind the borage on the upper tier there, that's savory. Okay, coming back down the bottom here, we have nasturtiums all the way down, a couple different colors. Some are more yellowy, some more red, some are orange. And behind them is chamomile, and it's just starting to bloom. Just starting. And whatever I planted that I thought didn't come up, came up. And so we'll see what I actually have growing in here. And then there's one poor little lavender down there. That I just planted this year. That is perennial. That'll come back next year. Snapdragons are looking good. Behind them This will be something in August. This is supposed to be a coreopsis, and it should have burgundy flowers as opposed to the coreopsis, and the higher up is yellow flowers. And those bloom early. So it's a perennial. So that'll be here next year too. We'll see if it blooms at the same time or if it blooms at a different time. There are other flowers in the back there, and of course a lot of things that need to be weeded out, but we'll see what actually comes up and blooms. Of course, as always, there's a sunflower that no one planted. Well, the squirrels. And volunteer dill. We have dill all throughout. Dill is what keeps the deer away. They don't like it. At least our deer don't. Yours might differ. Taking a walk further down. Again, lots and lots of borage. Bees love it too. Typically we find more honeybees on this one. Oh, so tasty. Very nice. So let's see what else came up. Okay, this is celosia, and I don't think I planted this one. There's a little bit of the lavender that got really woody, and behind that I thought I planted all chamomile, like you can see the chamomile there, but it looks like I might have, well, that's Munstead lavender, but I also planted a yarrow in here which will bloom next spring, and dill is what I'm seeing, a mustard. This is weld. I gotta harvest the seeds. Some more coreopsis. Up top, it's almost all borage. You can't even tell what else is up there. I mean, we do have some foxglove, a different batch coming up. I don't know what I'm going to get up top, so let's take a walk around there and see what's up there. Wait, before I forget, we have a poppy. This is the very first poppy of the season here. It's kind of late, but I thought they were no-shows and I got one, so yay. So now let's go up top. Okay, volunteers will show up anywhere, even in the cracks in your sidewalk. This is the coral amaranth. Like I said, it doesn't have as much color as I'd hoped. Behind this is the celery that's gone to seed. Let's see what else we got in this mess. Of course, more borage. If I was brave enough to get through in here, inside this hoop, I barely see it. It's right next to the leaf of the sunflower. I have a cleome. It's the very first cleome I've ever grown, and I'm looking forward to seeing when that fills in more how that ends up looking. Let's look at the other side now. This sunflower tipped over. We had a good windstorm and then some rain. And this is parsnip. The birds have been going crazy for that, eating it. But this is a blueberry patch. You'd never know because this. But it's kind of tipped over. The other thing taking over this is fennel. Hostas. This guy's not open yet. This is a sunflower. Yeah, see, this guy was supposed to be 6 feet tall. He's not. This is amaranth. This is the burgundy one. Next to it is skirret. It's a medieval vegetable, very similar to parsnips, but it's a perennial. It comes back year after year, and it tends to like to spread a bit. Again, the borage from up top. The fig tree came in nicely. This is the mostly dead, but not all dead fig tree. It came out nicely. I have a couple of really nice leeks coming in here. The rhubarb refuses to quit. This is coltsfoot all over here. Needs to be weeded out again. Up front I have a little bit of basil, some celosia, again more skirret. I did plant some things in here. I need to get the grass out. This one's a little closer to normal. It's coming in at about 5'2" right now. Not 6 feet, but we'll take it. Monarda's dying back. Echinacea is coming in. And behind this, I have hollyhocks. They're a biennial, which means they'll come up next year and flower, not this year. So that's pretty much it for the flower beds. Got most of the Napa cabbage out before they went south. And now I've got some cucumbers in here. It rained really good one day, so I was able to get the rest of the fence in. And you can see my little tiny patch of cucumbers coming in here. So that's it today. Have a good one. Happy gardening, everybody. Stay cool.